Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on there. I'm gonna let y'all finish, but I think I'm gonna be one of the better reviews of all time. Just saying. I tried. Ye is the newest album released by Kanye West, and this is not going to be the last thing we hear from him this year, according to some sources I've found online. And I am very surprised to be pleased with most of the things that I was listening to. This album's only 7 tracks long, so he probably has enough to put in something else. And given how much time it's been since we've actually gotten like a full album type project from Yeezy, I think we're going to be in store for some new ideas. I hope each one kind of has like a different theme, but let's focus on this one right now. Okay, I'll say it. Even if you're not a music head, you probably know this already, but my goodness, this man knows how to produce an album. I mean, seriously. What the... Wow. It's not like there aren't good producers out there, but for the majority of a lot of the music that either has been released into the mainstream radio world or things that I've listened to for these reviews, it doesn't get much more innovative than what he's made. I'm like bewildered and dumbfounded and all these other confused but amazed kinds of words by the reactions that I felt and what I heard on this album. And from what I found also, he collaborated with some very unique people to be able to bring this together. People who I like personally are Jeremiah, Charlie Wilson, Party Next Door, Ty Dolla $ign, and he utilizes everything he thinks is going to work very, very carefully. Now, before I go any further, I am going to say this is not a perfect album. Why might I say that based on the amount of praise I am giving the production of this album? Well, if you follow me, you probably know already, because a lot of mainstream rap music, and sometimes in hip-hop music as well, doesn't have the cleanest lyrics. Now I'll save that conversation for another time. But I will say that when the lyrics aren't raunchy or vulgar, they are pretty innovative. The man knows how to take one rhyme, leading it into another rhyme, leading it into another rhyme, where everything seems cohesive, but at the same time, it's like, okay, those 2 or 3 things shouldn't be in the same paragraph, but, you know, that's what you do. That's what you do in hip-hop. When you try to become an MC, you make what doesn't work, work. And, you know, for the most part, at least in the creative aspect of those rhymes, he does a good job. Now, back to the production just a little bit. I thought about what is it that I like about a lot of other albums, whether it is in hip-hop or it's in some other genre. Some of my favorite music just feels simple. All songs and all albums take time to create, but a lot of people who make the really good stuff, I feel like, generally, take their time and don't try to overcomplicate it. Now, on Kanye's side of the spectrum, it doesn't feel like it is overcomplicated, but it does feel full. Now, what I mean is sometimes simple feels like, you know, there's some space because you want some room to breathe. You want it not to overburden your ears or overburden your attention, trying to understand what does the song mean or what am I listening to? Why do I have to focus so hard? His just feels like there's this fear for each song that he has to compile all together, and he's going to fill it up as much as possible without bursting it. little hints here, little hints there, whether it's a sound effect or a production risk or the inclusion of certain types of vocals. He puts everything he thinks should be in this song without letting it burst and explode and making it sound like it's just a pop mainstream disaster. Since it's kind of a short album, I'll just mention 2 songs I think are worth taking a look at. The first is Wouldn't Leave.
I had to calm her down cause she couldn't breathe. Told her she could leave me now, but she wouldn't leave.
Listening it for the first few times, my reaction is simply this. Wow. Yeah, just impressive. Yeah, wow. And the very last song, Violent Crimes.
Don't you grow up in a hurry? Your mama be worried. Oh, it was a part of the story. Even the scary nights, thank you for all of the glory.
The intro just hooked me in. Like, solid. Very solid. So after having listened and reviewed this album with production of 89%, creativity 86%, expression and lyrics 36%, the album is going to get a tie for good and okay. Can't just praise the production if you're going to have little spots that bother you. And so that's what I give it right now. As a whole, production, bravo. Production, awesome. Everything else as a whole, that's what you're going to get. Like I said about the lyrics, this isn't going to be for everybody. I'm just happy that based on a lot of things that have happened in his life, he hasn't lost his touch of wanting to make the best music he can possibly make for himself and for everyone else as well. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, click right here to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment. That'll make you say yes.
After here, I live for now. I don't know what happened after here. Plus, what was meant to be was meant to be. Even if publicly I lack the empathy, I ain't finna talk about it another 4 centuries. 1 and 1 is 2 with me and you. That's a fact. I don't feel like she's burning up.